Matthew Bible, Summary to Deuteronomy 32. The Song of Moses. He goeth up unto the top of Abarim to see the land of promise. The 32nd chapter. Hear, O heaven, what I shall speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine drop as doeth the rain, and my speech flow as doth the dew, as the mistling upon the herbs, and as the drops upon the grass. For I will call on the name of the Lord, magnify the might of our God. He is a rock, and perfect are his deeds, for all his ways are with discretion. God is faithful and without wickedness, both righteous and just is he. The froward and overthwart generation hath marred themselves to himward, and are not his sons for their deformity's sake. Doest thou so reward the Lord? O foolish nation and unwise! Is not he thy father and thine owner? Hath he not made thee and ordained thee? Remember the days that are past. Consider the years from time to time. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. When the Most Highest gave the nations an inheritance, and divided the sons of Adam, he put the borders of the nations fast by the multitude of the children of Israel. For the Lord's part is his folk, and Jacob is the portion of his inheritance. He found him in a desert land, in a void ground and a roaring wilderness. He led him about, and gave him understanding, and kept him as the apple of his eye. As an eagle that stirreth up her nest, and fluttereth over her young. He stretched out his wings, and took him up, and bare him on his shoulders. The Lord alone was his guide, and there was no strange God with him. He set him up upon an high land, and he ate the increase of the fields. And he gave him honey to suck out of the rock, and oil out of the hard stone. With butter of kine, and milk of the sheep, with fat of the lambs, and fat rams, and he-goats, with fat kidneys, and with wheat. And of the blood of grapes thou drankest wine. And Israel waxed fat, and kicked. Thou wast fat, thick, and smooth. And he let God go that made him, and despised the rock that saved him. They angered him with strange gods, and with abominations provoked him. They offered unto field devils, and not to God, and to gods which they knew not, and to new gods that came newly up, which their fathers feared not. Of the rock that begat thee thou art unmindful, and hast forgot God that made thee. And when the Lord saw it, he was angry because of the provoking of his sons and daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them, and will see what their end shall be. For they are a froward generation, and children in whom is no faith. They have angered me with that which is no God, and provoked me with their vanities. And I again will anger them with them which are no people, and will provoke them with a foolish nation. For fire is kindled in my wrath, and shall burn unto the bottom of hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set a fire the bottoms of the mountains. I will heap mischiefs upon them, and will spend all mine arrows at them. Burnt with hunger, and consumed with heat, and with bitter pestilence, I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them, and poison serpents. Without forth, the sword shall rob them of their children, and within in the chamber, fear, both young men and young women, and the sucklings with the men of grey heads. I have determined to scatter them throughout the world, and to make away the remembrance of them from among men. Were it not that I feared the railing of their enemies, lest their adversaries would be proud and say, Our high hand hath done all these works, and not the Lord. For it is a nation that hath an unhappy forecast, and hath no understanding in them. I would they were wise and understood this, and would consider their later end. How it cometh that one shall chase 1,000, and two put 10,000 of them to flight, except their rock had sold them, and because the Lord had delivered them. For our rock is not as their rock, no, though our enemies be judge. But their vines are of the vines of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall, and their clusters be bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons, and the cruel gall of asps. Ask not such things are not such things laid in store with me, and sealed up among my treasures. Vengeance is mine, and I will reward. Their feet shall slide when the time cometh. For the time of their destruction is at hand, and the time that shall come upon them maketh haste. For the Lord will do justice unto his people, and have compassion on his servants. For it shall be seen that their power shall fail, and at the last they shall be prisoned and forsaken. And it shall be said, Where are their gods, and their rock wherein they trusted? The fat of whose sacrifices they ate, and drank the wine of their drink offerings. Let them rise up and help you, and be your protection. See now how that I am he, and that there is no God but I. I can kill and make alive, and what I have smitten, that I can heal. Neither is there that can deliver any man out of my hand. For I will lift up mine hand to heaven, and will say, I live ever. If I whet the edge of my sword, and mine hand take in hand to do justice, I will show vengeance on mine enemies, and will reward them that hate me. I will make mine arrows drunken with blood, and my sword shall eat flesh of the blood of the slain, and of the captive, and of the bare head of the enemy. Praise ye heathen his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will avenge him of his adversaries, and will be merciful unto the land of his people. And Moses went and spake all the words of this song in the ears of the people, both he and Joshua the son of Nun. And when Moses had spoken all these words unto the end to all Israel, then he said unto them, Set your hearts unto all the words which I testify unto you this day, that ye command them unto your children, to observe and do all the words of this law. For it is not a vain word unto you, but it is your life. And through this word ye shall prolong your days in the land whither ye go over Jordan to conquer it. And the Lord spake unto Moses the selfsame day, saying, Get thee up into this mountain Abarim, unto Mount Nebo, which is in the land of Moab, over against Jericho. And behold the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel to possess, and die in the mount which thou goest upon, and be gathered unto thy people. As Aaron thy brother died in Mount Or, and was gathered unto his people. For ye trespassed against me among the children of Israel at the waters of strife, at Kadesh, in the wilderness of Sin, because ye sanctified me not among the children of Israel. Thou shalt see the land before thee, but shall not go thither unto the land which I give the children of Israel.